Imagine a world where people believed that drinking the blood of a defeated enemy could give them strength, or where teeth were pulled as a cure for illnesses. History is stranger than fiction, and today we're going to explore 7 bizarre practices from the past that will leave you questioning humanity's logic, and sometimes morality. From ancient civilizations to medieval societies, humans have often engaged in practices that seem shocking, grotesque, or downright unbelievable today. Some of these customs were rooted in superstition, others in early science, and some simply in cultural tradition. Despite their strangeness, each tells us a story about human ingenuity, fear, and the search for solutions in a world without modern medicine or psychology. 1. Blood drinking for strength. In some cultures, warriors believed that consuming the blood of their enemies would transfer courage, vitality, or magical powers. Romans and certain European tribes practiced variations of this ritual, thinking it could fortify them in battle. Even as late as the Renaissance, some individuals ingested small amounts of blood as a medicinal remedy. Modern science, of course, reveals this was both ineffective and dangerous. 2. Medieval bloodletting and leeches. For centuries, bloodletting was considered a universal cure. Physicians believed that removing blood could balance the humors in the body, curing everything from headaches to the plague. Leeches became a symbol of medical treatment, applied in grotesque numbers to patients. While bloodletting occasionally relieved pressure, it often weakened patients further, showing the limitations of early medicine. 3. Mummification as ritual healing. While mummies are often associated with preserving the dead, some Egyptian practices involved using parts of mummies as remedies. Powdered mummy fragments were ingested or applied for ailments, from stomach pains to epilepsy. The belief in the mystical properties of the dead reflects a fascinating intersection of medicine, magic, and ritual. 4. Tooth extraction to cure diseases. Long before modern dentistry, teeth were thought to hold disease. Pulling a tooth could supposedly cure fever, headaches, or even epilepsy. In some cultures, barbers performed these extractions, while in others, shamans carried out ritual removals. While painful and often counterproductive, these practices illustrate early attempts to link symptoms with physical remedies. 5. Flogging and self-punishment for spiritual purity. In pursuit of spiritual purity, individuals in certain religions practiced self-flagellation, whipping themselves to atone for sins or prevent misfortune. These rituals were intense and could be fatal. In Japan, ascetic monks practiced extreme austerities, enduring physical pain to attain enlightenment. These customs reflect how discipline and suffering were intertwined with faith and moral belief. 6. Strange festival customs. Festivals often included practices that seem absurd or grotesque today. In certain medieval European villages, people would throw rotten vegetables at each other to celebrate harvests, or participate in mock battles with dangerous weapons. These events reinforced social cohesion, but also highlighted humanity's fascination with chaos and controlled danger. 7. Poison, trials, and trial by ordeal. In some societies, suspected criminals or witches were subjected to trials that involved ingesting poisonous substances or undergoing extreme physical tests. The belief was that divine forces would reveal guilt or innocence. Often fatal. These ordeals illustrate how justice and superstition were intertwined, how fear could dictate societal norms. History is filled with practices that challenge our sense of reason, ethics, and common sense. By examining these bizarre customs, we not only uncover strange human behaviors, but also gain insight into the fears, beliefs, and resilience of our ancestors. So the next time you feel modern life is strange, remember, people have always found extraordinary ways to navigate a world full of uncertainty. If you found these stories fascinating, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming explorations into the weirdest corners of history. And leave a comment telling us which practice shocked you the most. We'd love to hear your thoughts.